guys, it's EquestrianAmeliaaaa here, and as you can tell, I'm outside. So today I thought I would do a how to make your stall signs video, like homemade, so you don't have to order some. I think it's much cheaper this way. Also, I have a lot of the supplies, but yeah, so I'm gonna go right on into it. I forgot to record us getting the board and my dad cutting the board. So I'll just show you guys what he's doing right now and just kind of show you what he used to do it. But I made 3 of them since we have the 3 horses, Quincy, Lady, and Milani. And I'm just going to be staining them and doing, stall sign. I'll show you guys in the rest of the video. But these are 10, this 10 this way and then 14 this way, 14 inches, 10 inches, 10 inches wide, right? I'm not sure how to explain it, but 10 inches this way, 14 inches that way. And that's the size that I did for all 3 of them. So yeah. So this black thing, this paper type thing, it's sandpaper. So basically what I was doing here was just sanding down the edges to make them extra smooth. The long sides weren't that bad, so I could have just left them the way that they were, and the corners as well, they were perfectly fine, but I just want to make it nice and smooth just because that's the way I like it. So if you want to do this part, you can, you don't have to though. And if the wood is a little bit chipped, like when you're cutting the board, I would highly recommend sanding it down so that it's nice and smooth so no one gets splinters or anything. So that's step 1 of making your stall sign. So the second optional step of making your stall sign is to stain your board. And I used this pretty dark stain. It was the only stain that I had, so it was no other choice. But you also want to make sure you wear gloves because I got it all over my hands and now they're stained, but then I put on my gloves. So what I did first, I did one side and then I did the other one after the top side dried. Stain dries pretty fast, so you don't really have to worry about it. And you also want to make sure it's on cardboard or on some plastic so you don't stain anything else. So you can either stain your board or you don't have to, it's your choice. But yeah, that's how you stain your board. Okay, so now we're going to do Ladies and Milani's and Quincy's names. So I'm just going to pull up Google Docs, blank, and then I'm gonna go to File, and then Page Layout or Setup. Page setup, and then it's paper size, that is good, and then I'm gonna press landscape and okay. So it's now in landscape, as you can see, and we're just gonna change the font. So I think for Milani's we're gonna do kind of a script one. So let's see. So I'm just gonna go to more fonts. I'm gonna say all scripts, yeah, all fonts, only handwriting ones. So they're probably gonna be or alphabetically. Okay, so I like that one. I like Aladdin. Alex brush is okay. I think I like that one for Mulani. So I'm just gonna press OK, and then it's gonna go into Sri Lanka, and then I'm gonna press like 60. No, even bigger. So we're just gonna go all the way up. So Fa. Yeah, I think I like that. Mulan. Maybe even bigger because it's a kind of a big board. So we'll just put 110. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. So then I think it'll fit. Yeah, it'll fit. So then I'm just gonna write underneath it in the center, but I could just, place that, aka, no, I don't want, okay, aka Mulani. And then, so I think I could fit this. Maybe let's go smaller, like do this part smaller. So we can go down to 72, yeah. And then we can put loved by Amelia like in smaller letters. So we can do 60. So loved by Amelia. Yeah, and then yeah, that's good. So then we can just go all the way down, and then we're just gonna change the font again for lady. I think we're gonna do like more scripty, because hers is like Miss Expressive Lady, so we could just do like really scripty one. So I continued with the process while my mom was looking for Quincy's papers. I spaced out everything, so there's a space between everything, as you can see. And I finished with ladies, and I did Quincy's already. I picked out the name. So I just got it all printed perfectly fine, and as you can tell, it's nice and big and it's nice and spaced out. So now I'm just gonna go and grab a Sharpie. You can either use a Sharpie or you could cut these letters out and then like paste them on, but I find that to be really hard. And so for some reason, the way that I was talking about the Sharpie way, for some reason it didn't work out for me this time. So I'll be explaining it later in the video how I did it. But basically what I was trying to say was that you can Sharpie trace the letters onto the board so that like it transfers, because Sharpie obviously goes to the paper. So you could do it that way, or you could do it the way that I did it. But yeah, I don't have anything that is like that precise, so I just use a Sharpie and just like color over it, and then I use paint to go over it again. So now I'm just gonna get the Sharpie and the paint. where I figured out how to make it nice and neat and how I want it to be. So then I just used a really sharp pencil, and I put the cutout over where I wanted to put it, and I just traced it. I just outlined it in order to make like the shape. So yeah. And that's how you make your letters, and then you just paint them in. I just used a really small brushes. I went through 3 of them to find which one worked the best for me, and I put the paint just on a regular cardboard, you know, like sheet or whatever, on just like a plain thing. And I went after I did the first coat of paint. Also, I used acrylic paint. After I did the first coat, I went over again to make it nice and stronger. And then I have my little water pot thing over here to like rinse them. So yeah.
Six